Well, welcome back to Travels with Tommy and Lori.
Hey.
That's all you got to say is
Hey.
So we're
Still quarantined.
Yep, still quarantined.
Well, technically.
Yeah, technically we're not, but it's still going on.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to do Cajun style. Sorry.
You were going that way.
So we're going to do.
That's all right too.
We're going to do our Cajun style shrimp and grits, and I hope y'all like it and at least give it a shot and see if you think it's a good recipe. We've never been.
I ate tomatoes today and I'm allergic to them, so I'm like extra fluffy.
We've never been to Louisiana to.
Well,
Okay, have you had shrimp and grits in Louisiana?
No.
Okay, all right. So shut up till I'm done talking. Then you'll be like, oh, okay, well. So we've never had them authentically, right?
No.
Or have you?
No. Ever.
We've never authentically had them. Lori has made gumbo, which is delicious. So she's saying,
Oh wait.
What? There's more?
I don't cook. You cook.
Oh, that's right. I cooked some gumbo one time. But she's seen a recipe, which we're not following a recipe. And she said, well, let's do shrimp and grits. And I said, okay. So
at the very least, if it doesn't turn out, we can eat sandwiches tonight for dinner.
Yeah, we got a backup plan. This could go bad. It could be. Well, I don't think it'll go bad. I mean, sausage, shrimp, grits.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I think
we'll be fine. So we're about to get started, and I'm gonna let her take the camera
and I will be shouting directions.
Yeah, I'll be the one cooking.
I'm expediting
since
tonight.
I never cook, and we'll see. We'll see how it works.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, so here's our andouille, which is Raging Cajun. What's the brand on it? They're delicious. So
Proceed.
We're just gonna cut this up. Yeah, I got some mad knife skills, as you see. So we're just gonna cut this up.
We are doing this 100% blind, no recipes. We're doing this intuitively. I'm sure that there's other ways to do it. We don't care. We're doing it our way. If it's good, it's good.
So we're just gonna, cut that up. Take our stock pot or our heavy bottom. Put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of it. Chunk that stuff in there. Like so. Turn your heat up to about medium heat. You want to brown this off. Once you brown that off, we'll come back to you. Alright, so after you get your sausage lightly cooked, don't burn it. Get your sausage out. 4 tablespoons of butter. This is to deglaze the pot. Get your butter in there. And it gets all the little burn ends there up. Get that mixed in. Alright, so you got your 4 tablespoons of butter, which equals 4 tablespoons of flour.
4 and 4.
4 and 4. This is making the roux. You just want to mix this till it gets smooth.
Yeah. You want to let that get a nutty brown color. See how it's changing colors?
It smells delicious.
I mean,
Butter and flour with some fat in it.
sausage fat. This is why I'm fat, y'all. right, we'll be back.
All right, so once you get your flour mixed in there pretty good, you want to take a half a cup of beef stock.
You can use any stock.
See how it's getting that brown color? Thickening up. So once it starts thickening up, kind of like a gravy, you want to put another cup and a half of beef stock into it. And then you gotta stir and stir and stir.
You want to get all those lumps out, get everything incorporated together.
And I'm on low heat. So you steadily mix that until you can show the bottom of the pot. When you pull across and you start seeing the bottom of the pot, take it off the heat. So next thing you want to do, remember, just take that all, set it all to the side. Let it do what it's going to do. And you want to chop equal amounts of your onion, your celery stalk, and jalapeno.
Well, normally it would be bell pepper, but
For us, it's jalapeno.
yeah.
And this is our holy trinity. So, and this is finely chopped. Finely chopped. So, and it don't matter how you get there, just get there.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. You're not going for knife cuts here.
And I'm thinking that I'm going to end up with like a quarter a cup of each, because it's just us. Now, if you're cooking a big old pot of this stuff, you know, you're probably going to need a couple of stalks, 3 or 4 bell peppers, jalapenos. So, got our celery. Next, we're just going to go for our onion. Equal parts. Finely chopped. So next thing is our jalapeno. If you want to leave the heat, leave the pith. If not, you know, devein it, de-seed it, whatever. We're going to go with the heat. Same thing, you know, just
Those are strong.
just remember, don't touch your eyes, your nose. This is the corona that will corona you.
If you think you've washed your hands enough, wash them one more time. Because I'm telling you, I had an incident like a couple of years ago where I was helping him. He was making jalapeno poppers, and I was cutting peppers for him. And I washed my hands after I got done. I washed them twice, as a matter of fact. And then, sorry if this is TMI, but I went to go pee. And let's just say I was crying at the end of it. So
did you feel the burn?
I felt the burn, and I didn't get no benefit from it. It was horrible. It was literally, that was one of the most painful things I think that's ever happened to me. So if you think you washed your hands enough, wash them one more time.
So in your little frying pan, just put a little pat of butter. That melt it down a little bit. And all we're gonna do is just sweat this stuff off. Get all this in your little pan.
That yummy goodness.
Don't burn them.
We're just going to let them cook just until they're a little bit translucent and softer. And then it'll go into the pot.
All right, so your heat spices, your red pepper flakes, your chili, and your cayenne's a half a teaspoon.
Again, we're just doing this for us. So if you're making a big pot, then of course, do it till your ancestors tell you to quit.
Chili powder. Cayenne. Well, it don't matter how you make it. Someone else is going to make it a little bit different.
That's for sure.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be delicious. So that was your half and your whole teaspoon smoked paprika.
It's probably one of my favorite spices.
Onion powder. Garlic powder, not salt, powder. Black pepper. They used to make them things, where they wasn't all oblong like
Yeah,
that. But anyway. And salt. Like I said, we use pink Himalayan. This is finely ground. Alright, so you give that a mixy-do. A really good mixy-do. This is going to be delicious.
Oh, I believe it.
I could eat this right here with some bread. All right, so it's gotten thicker. So we're going to add some more beef stock to it. Probably, because you're going to cook this, simmer it down to where you get that nice texture back. So we're going to probably go with a cup and a half. You want all them flavors in there to marry and be happy. Then you just take, put it back on your low heat, and cover it. Let that, yes.
I was going to say, then you're going to want to check on it periodically and stir it. You want it to reduce by probably about half.
Yeah, 50% reduction on it. And then all you're left with really is doing your shrimp and your grits, which we can't use instant grits. It has to be real grit.
I had you in the frame.
So we're going to let this reduce, then we'll come back. So one thing we did forget is a bay leaf.
But luckily, we didn't forget it like further in the process.
Drop your bay leaf in there. And make sure you don't eat it later.
Yes, take that bay leaf out. It's not edible.
Just for flavor.
Yep.
So we'll let that reduce down and we'll come back and cook some grits. I don't know if we did it right, but it sure is smelling good right now.
Oh my gosh. It does. It smells so good.
But just come back to it about every 10 minutes and stir it up. Make sure your heat's not getting too hot on it. I got ours on low.
Give it a mixy-do.
Give it a mixy-do. Yeah, you don't want to get too stiff. That's what she said. That ain't what she said. But you just want to come back to it every now and again. Make sure it's doing okay. It ain't sticking to the pot.
I wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good.
It's going to be delicious, I think. Alright, so next we're going to start on our grits. So we're going to 1 cup of the beef stock. And then we're going to do 1 cup of the half and half. You can use whole milk, heavy cream.
Store was out of both, so this is what we got.
So we're doing 1 cup of each. And then we're going to bring that to a boil. And once we get that to a boil, we're going to put, in our directions, we're going to put 1/2 cup.
What directions? We ain't got no directions.
In our direction, we're going to put 1/2 cup of the grits. So when that comes to a boil, you put your grits into it. Once the grits are in it and they kind of stiffen up a little bit, then you can add your butter.
And your salt and pepper.
And your salt and pepper. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of butter into it once our grits stiffen up a little bit. So we'll come back when we get our grits in there.
Longest dinner ever.
Oh, it's fine. So while you're waiting on your beef stock and your half and half whole milk or heavy cream to heat up, go ahead and take your andouille out. And all we're going to do is just rough chop, quarter, whatever you want to call it. That's going to go back into our stock pot. You don't want big, chunks when you're eating this, so just quarter it up. So I got all the andouille quartered. Just gonna put that right into our pot.
That gravy looks delicious.
Give that a mix-y-do. We got our broth and half and half, getting pretty close here. Hadn't come to a boil yet. All right, so we got our grit in here. Grits. Bring it back up to a boil. Turn it down on low. Cover. Simmer that 5 to 7 minutes. And then once that simmers down a little bit, then we'll add our butter to it. So as your grits start to stiffen up, just make sure you keep them stirred. You don't want to get all gummy grits.
Don't forget to add your seasoning and your butter.
I got you.
Those look good.
So, 2 tablespoons of butter. Don't look in my cabinet.
Wow, what's wrong with the cabinet? That cabinet is my special treasure trove. You need some help? Just say help.
Well, they make these things for girls. I done ripped my fingernail off trying to open it. pepper,
To taste.
about that much.
Yeah, to taste.
And then salt.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Mix that around.
Do you think we should add more stock to that?
See.
So we're going to add some more stock. How much do you think you, like a couple teaspoons or?
About a quarter of a cup there.
We don't know. We've been drinking all night and listening to music. And it's like 11 o'clock now. So we're just doing what we do.
Yeah, well, you don't want them all clumpy. That's
Have you tasted them?
I have.
Are they good?
They are delicious.
So there he's putting more stock in.
So yeah, about a quarter of a cup plus a little bit.
Plus. You don't even know. You don't know shit from Shinola.
Yeah, see. Starting to loosen up.
Yeah, scrape on. That's there you go.
All right. So that's our grits.
Now,
There. Shrimps. So on your shrimps, what are you doing way over there?
well,
Shrimps over here.
okay. So on your,
So on your shrimp, take you that's a big lemon.
yeah, just cut the tip off. That'd be good.
Tip.
No, that's not what I meant.
No, tip.
No, I was meaning like, hey now, okay. Because I don't think we need that whole lemon.
There's some lemon juice. Yeah, there we go.
Squeeze that lemon,
I
Tommy.
got it. Look at it. Got it done. So we got our lemon juice.
That just adds a little bit of acidity and brightness to it.
And then
You're going to make sure that pan's hot before you put that shrimp in, right?
I am. So this is just Creole seasoning. That is a very strong lemon. We could smell it before we even cut it.
So he's just swirling that around.
Giving it a stir,
A mixy do?
a mixy do. A little bit of butter. Just a little bit of butter. Turn that up. Alright, so we got our butter ready. Just take this shrimp. Shrimp's not going to take long to
You're going to
cook.
do the pan flip.
I just want to get these on the one side right now.
But are you going to pan flip them?
Yes, okay.
Oh, whatever. You're such a liar.
So as your shrimp's cooking, you don't want to let it just sit there and just keep cooking. Just give it a nice little flip.
Nice.
Get them flipped over.
You don't want your shrimp to totally curl into themselves either.
Yeah, they're gonna kind of do that in this pan.
No, they're not. They're going to be overcooked if you let them curl into themselves.
These are gonna be delicious. So now we've got our bowl assembled here. Ain't it beautiful? It tastes so good. I'm very sure of that. But I'm gonna take me a little taste of it. Let's get a little shrimp here with our grit, with our onion. A little bit of sausage on there.
All right, so for Flying Blind,
the flavors just build. It's so good. I don't even know where to start. I know where y'all can start. Like, share, subscribe.
make this.
Make this. It's well worth it. Delicious.
Thank y'all once again for tuning in. We didn't do an outro. I had to get Princess Tommy to bed because, he was about to turn into a pumpkin full out. But it was fun. It was a really long recipe, but totally worth doing. It was really good. I was impressed with both of us because, like I said, we just did this off the top of our head based on flavor profiles that I knew were supposed to be, present in that kind of a dish. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell for notifications of future videos. Bye bye.